following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey, everybody, what is going on? We are officially 24 hours late for this show this week. This is Craft Root Sports. It's Wednesday. It's weird. It feels weird to be doing this on a Wednesday, so I'm going to screw up everything throughout the night. Scott's here. Scott, how you feeling, man?
Dude, we got a new one. It is, I'm retiring the old one, and a new one has emerged. Hey, we getting Shohei money. We getting Shohei money. We no longer have to use the one that might get us canceled. This is the new norm. I am on the road to Shohei money, however slow and steady the journey may fucking be.
What a bananas contract that is, Scott. That is the craziest thing. Like I'm laughing. We'll talk Shohei. That's probably going to be a block on this show. But like, I remember when he was becoming a free agent, they were like, is he even worth $500 million? Like he should be worth $500 million, but is anybody really going to pay him $500 million? And then $700 million comes in. It's crazy. And Scott, all of that money for the Dodgers to not beat the Braves in the NLCS.
I know. That's a fucking shame. Or we'll both just fall on our faces again to separate teams. We're worried about Philadelphia first.
That's a good point. You should be worried about them Reds, baby. They're creeping up.
They're coming.
We're coming for you. Mookie's shaking his head violently at that for some reason. Hey, Mookie, how you doing?
Cincinnati is blue. I'm doing well. On the only game that matters all freaking year. That's right. We're going to keep it clean here. We don't want to get throttled yet. Doing well, my friend. Doing well.
I got to push back. Not the only game that matters, Mook. That's not the only game that matters. Got to beat Butler. Can't lose to Thad Matta. Got to beat Butler.
Yeah, maybe. But see, again, we get Butler twice. So not as concerned about that. Plus, I mean...
Gotta beat UConn. I'm sick of losing.
Tears.
Yeah, UConn.
Tears of those Bearcats fans. Oh, it's beautiful.
It was very nice to hand them their first loss of the year. That was a nice feeling to be like, we see that one at the end of your record now
right there. Yeah.
From us. Thank you.
Yeah. Last undefeated team. No more. Like it's so fresh. And the thing is, we look like such dog shit all season leading into that game too. I thought we lost to Delaware 5 days before that at home.
Yep.
And then we show up and just put the beat down on those Bearcats.
It's such a weird season, man. Like they're losing to teams like Delaware, but then they're hanging tough with Purdue and Houston and then beating UC. Like I don't understand this team at all. I have no idea.
Just got to make it to March.
What to expect.
Just got to make it to March. You got to hope that Sean can pull them together, get them to where they need to be to make a tournament run. And that's all that matters, honestly. Like Big East, not that it doesn't matter, but like Big East regular season, been there, done that.
You've got Sean Miller coaching Xavier with just load management style. Just like we just got to get to March healthy. We just load management the shit out of this. At Delaware, who cares? We don't care if we lose Delaware. We'll make a deep run in the Big East tournament. We'll make it into March, and then we'll go to the Sweet 16 or Elite 8 or something.
We're overcorrecting from the.
We'll make it one weekend further than UC does. We just know that much.
and that truly is all that matters, right? Who's the last team in the city to be a 1 seed? Xavier. Who's the last team to make it to the third weekend? I think us, right? Yeah,
you can't step down that road of shit talking and not be sure about the facts that you're about to drop.
Sure, I can. Because at the end of the day, scoreboard. I don't have to be right about anything.
I think us coming in strong with the take.
Can I just say, though, listen, we're not going to talk too much Crosstown Shootout, but I did want to point out that I knew Mookie was going to come in all excited that Xavier beat UC and he was going to bring it up. And you know damn well that if UC had won, this kid would have had his UC hat on and talked about his grad school. And I paid tuition, so I'm here for him. You're a traitor.
Look.
You're a spy. You're two-faced, and I don't like it.
I will deny none of those things. Absolutely not, because I can't. However, when the chips are down, I'm about me, man. I'm about my bag. Like I'm riding with the W. I ain't sticking that L. Like, so yeah, it's a gray area. It's gonna work out.
You're such a coward, Mookie. I love it. Comment section is on fire. I cannot keep up. It started 10 minutes before the show started with Rexamillion calling us out, saying they made us wait a day. They better start on time. And Matt following that up with not a chance in hell, Rexamillion. But we did it. Shout out to everybody that I see in the comment section. Gabe, Scott's in there. Rex, Matt. Jenny is in here. I'm refusing to put her comment on the screen because that didn't happen.
I'm not. Duke can suck a dick. Woo!
Oh, didn't get that.
I got you back.
Thank you. Didn't see that one yet.
No context. Just Duke can suck a dick.
Don't worry. I'll just keep reporting it for abuse.
Gabe, by the way, thank you, Gabe, for recognizing my hard work. He pointed out that I got the new logo for X instead of the Twitter. I did some graphics updates.
All fancy and shit.
With the extra day I had this week.
Got in some extra work. We ran a simulated game, made sure we stayed ready to go.
That extra day's rest. You know how good that does when you get, I got a lot of button clicks in me now. Listen, we got a great show for you. We are going to talk Shohei's contract. I want to know, fellas, is the phrase "you can't call it in that spot" the worst thing to utter in sports history? Because we got to talk about that whole fiasco from Sunday. It's weird to do Sunday football talk on Wednesday, but that's what happens when kids.
No, because when people are going to act like assholes, like they deserve to hold that L and hold that bag for a long fucking time. And you know who we're talking about. We're coming for you.
Wow.
Twat.
Are you coming for him? Or are you going to come in there all half-assed again? Like, I think this is what happened. Like,
no, because I actually saw that. I actually watched that happen live. That is one of the few things I watched live this weekend. And, I was pissed. I was pissed from the jump, and not because of what you might think. But we'll save it for the show. Guys. Come on.
Yeah, tons to get to. We also got to make fun of the Lakers, guys. I know, Scott, this is right up your alley, but the Lakers deserve all of the ripping for what they decided to do. We will get to all of that. Before we do, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. Scott, tell us what is in your mug. Let's rate it on the Craft Brew Sports scale. Would you bang your beer?
I am keeping with the holiday theme. I am sad, but I am representing for my man Cesar with Shiner Holiday Cheer. 5.4%. It says it's an ale brewed with peaches and pecans. I don't taste shit but peaches. This tastes like Georgia's finest, and it's fucking amazing. This is one that I gotta ask the father if I can take her out on a date. Like, not even married, just like, can I take your daughter out tonight? Like, I'll have her home by 8.
You're courting her, is what you're saying.
Yeah, this is real good.
Scotty come a courting.
Do you
made in Texas for Ohioans, I guess.
Do you taste any of the pecans in there?
I do not. No. All the pecan flavor is
no pecan flavor, huh?
No, not a single pecan to be found. But all the peaches. If peaches gonna eat a lot of peaches, this would be one that you'd have to munch on. He's like, wash back all those American presidents need to wash all them peaches down with one of these Shiners.
Mookie, what are you drinking? Would you bang it?
Yeah, I'm just like hung up on Scott munching peaches over there.
That's a good reference, though. No, that's such a good reference.
Yeah, I was gonna say thank you.
Instead, because a lot of people would have gone with Mario Brothers movie. You went backwards to presidents, and I appreciate it.
I went to our childhood. Fuck these kids.
Thank you for doing that. I actually had to introduce the boys to that song because they were singing that Jack Black song, and I was like, there's a better song about peaches.
Oh, it came on in the car one time, and Luke said, "Are they singing about peaches?" I was like, "Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah, you are correct, sir."
Wait till you hear this one about sitting on a log in a boggy marsh. Here comes Lump, boys. Dad, how high are you right now? Very. Listen to this one.
Oh man, good shit.
What are you drinking with your bag?
Yeah, you know it. Missionary Wednesday, got my Budweiser Zero. Some reason it tastes better on a Wednesday. I don't know. There's just something about it. Almost like I had to wait an extra day for it. So it's like even that much better because the anticipation is still building. You know what I mean? So it tastes the same, but like the release you get from finally being there, I think is what makes it the most worthwhile. Yeah, absolutely going to bang. And it's going to be messy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got a release comment and a messy comment in there. Good.
So messy release with them peaches.
Guys, I got to know, Tyson said Xavier fans are Dallas Cowboys fans. And I feel like
I think he just wanted to get his picture up there Santa banging the mom. Like,
which is totally fair. I'm for it.
There's no way we're even in the same stratosphere as Cowboys fans. Like, come on. Having a little friendly banter with an in-city rival is much different than being we're America's team, dragging knuckles. Like, come on.
Yeah, we're not even saying we're Cincinnati's team. We're just saying we own this city. Like, completely different.
Yeah,
totally different.
Totally different.
Also, look at Tyson, such the developer using the double equal sign for the equal operand. Well done.
To be fair, that's just a shallow equal. He didn't have the gall to go triple equal for the full-on thing. But yeah, you're right. He's mid.
Well, that's because he wanted to also compare strings and numbers, Mookie. Okay, so
which is AKA weak fucking shit. That's what lazy people do. Real people control their nulls prior to the equivalence. But you know, whatever. What do I know?
Craft brewed nerd shit.
You know, come for the sports. Stay for the Mookie breaking shit now.
Come for the sports, leave for the nerd shit.
Later on in the show, Mookie's going to break down if statements in your JavaScript in that code block.
I did download an LLM the other day. I don't know what to do with it. But
I understood like two words in that sentence, and one of them was Java.
That just made me think of that one beer we had from Dayton, Java Man Cometh. Oh
yeah.
That's
all in my mouth.
Gabe's drinking Christmas cookie, a winter ale, 7.5% ABV from Sycamore Brewing. He said he is banging that one. Matt Barr is drinking Star Hill Brewing's Northern Lights IPA, 6.2%. Standard IPA out of Crozet, Virginia. Crozet? We'll go Crozet. It's a solid Wednesday night party in college. Not your best, but you're not complaining. Man, I miss Wednesday night parties. Those are good times. Robert Taylor said he'll be home in a little bit. He'll pop open a beer. Don't you worry. Good. I expect it to be at least 11%, Rob. Rex Emilion is drinking Einstock Olgerd Arctic Pale Ale, ABV 5.6%. Triple hopped and ice crystal malt. What? I don't know what an ice crystal malt is. Do we know? Does anybody... Scott, do you know what that is?
I don't know what a triple or a triple hop is. Like, never
I know
heard
triple
of it.
hopped. I don't know what ice crystal malt is. But
I know, but I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. Like it's like I'm lost there, and all the way through, it's like, wait, ice crystal malt? Those are just words put together. I feel like
I'm all in. He said this beer would get me with the death by Snoo Snoo.
And that's a great reference too, man.
It is a good reference. Scotty in the comments, he's drinking Tumbling Grove Northville Winery and Brewing Company, 11% ABV, barrel-aged maple sap stout. Oh my God. He said I'd bang so hard it wouldn't walk straight for 3 days.
I thought he said he wouldn't walk straight for 3 days. And I was like,
I laughed because I thought it said he wouldn't. But either way, it's funny. Shit. That's quite the beer.
I mean, right?
Guys, breaking news before I reveal my beer. Jenny said that in case anybody missed it, McGill University clinched the Microsoft Excel
Like
Collegiate
Jimmy
Championship.
McGill University?
But did they cover?
Jimmy? Did they cover?
Did they
Can we
cover,
bet on
Jenny?
it?
That's the only thing that matters.
Good
Like
point.
McGill came in as big favorites. The only way you're going to make money off them is if they covered.
They were at least a 5 spreadsheet favorite, right?
I believe so. I think, well, you got to float the 5.5 sheets, right?
Nick, what are you drinking?
Force it, Scott. Force it down like those
Holy
peaches.
shit!
Scott, I too am continuing on the trend that I started a while ago, and I'm drinking Mad Tree Thunder Snow.
I like it. I like it.
It's
We've all been
because-
there. We've all been there.
because it was a 6-pack, and this is the 3rd time on the show that I'm drinking it. So now I have to go to the store. Like, I really have to go to get more beer for the show.
It's the worst feeling. I didn't realize until this afternoon. I'm like, well, thank God we did the show today, because I sure as hell forgot to buy beer. And I bought it. I'm like, I'm not gonna get just one. I'm getting it for the rest of the month. I don't want to be out here trying to search for more holiday beers. We're just getting 3 holiday beers we've never had before. That's it. Put them in the cart. Fuck it.
Yeah, well, as you know, I'm banging this one. It's a great beer for Mad Tree. I'm still.
You know what's interesting about that, though, is we almost had thunder snow this last weekend.
We did. That's very
Like,
true.
I was Saturday. We had flurries here in the morning and then thunder in the evening, but did not get true thunder snow.
Mm.
I know. So
With
close.
thunder on a bagel, you can have thunder anytime. Sorry.
Gabe asking in the chat, is Caesar not here because they're having the 2024 SEC schedule review?
That would be a
Oh,
hilarious
man.
reason for him to not be here, and he would totally.
You gotta let Mookie, if you're gonna hit the button, you gotta let Scott finish first so that
That's
he
fine.
can finish his comment, and then you
It
give.
was
then you
done.
give
He
it
had
back.
the glass up to drink. Whatever.
It's fine.
It's not my fault. I'm drunk.
I remember the first time
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
but no.
All right, great show, fellas.
Draymond Green
No.
suspended indefinitely.
yeah,
while we're
Robert
breaking
Taylor
news.
Draymond is suspended indefinitely. That's pretty crazy. And Matt Stanton hanging out in the comments. We haven't seen Matt in a
Hell
while.
yeah.
Shout out, Matt. Good to see you. Scott, I don't know if you know this, Gabe, pointing out that McGill is a university in Montreal. And Scott said they're bringing that cup back to Canada. The Excel Championship. That cup's coming back to Canada.
It's a pretty fair trade-off. I think we'll allow it. They didn't have the paperclip championship or whatever the hell it is.
Paperclip.
All right, let's actually start this show now. Let's start off talking baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Been so long since we got to do baseball at the top of the show, Scott. I'm so excited. But Shohei is obviously the news of the week in the baseball world. Signs a 10-year contract worth $700 million. Absolutely absurd numbers. He's basically being paid. Did you just do the Dr. Evil, Scott?
Yeah, I mean $700 million. Like, I feel like
So
you
much
have
money.
to. It is such a number. Like, it's wow. Fucking wow. You know what I remember? I remember the first $100 million contract. Do you remember the first $100 million contract, Mike? Do you remember who signed it?
No, I don't remember the first 100. I remember when A-Rod, but he was like
Funny
before
enough-
300, right?
Well, yeah. Funny enough, as I think about who actually ended up signing him to the contract, it was the motherfucking Dodgers. But it was Kevin Brown. When Kevin Brown became a free
What?
agent after that 97 World
Wow.
Series, he was the first ever person. Maybe he was first ever pitcher, but yeah, I remember it being a big deal that he signed a $100 million contract. And it was, it was from the Marlins to the Dodgers. So
You were right. It was 99. 7 years, 105
$100
million.
Yeah.
Kevin Brown. Wow.
yeah,
That's
and
Is there
so
more
so
baseball
here you are,
name?
the first time. You remember where you were because I remember where I was when I got the text, and I had to do a double take. I was walking up the stairs at my child's birthday party. I don't remember to do what. I just remember looking at my phone and almost tripping up the stairs because I was like, does that say 7 and 2 zeros? 7 and 2 fucking zeros for 10 years? What?
And the craziest part, so okay, when I see the news, I'm like, that's insane money. I can't believe somebody paid him $700 million over 10 years. That's ridiculous. And then the next day is when the news came out about the deferment. And that's when everybody found out that not only is he making $700 million, but they have rigged this contract in such a way that Shohei Ohtani is making $2 million a year for 10 years and then $68 million a year for the next 10 years. The deferred money on this is ridiculous. Like, the Dodgers deserve an award for totally screwing over not just Shohei Ohtani, but the entire MLB with this deferment strategy. Like, I cannot believe they let them get away with doing this. I have no idea how that's possible. Go ahead, Luke.
Sorry, I don't know what's funnier. Take chiming in saying this man can afford to have a yacht demolition derby and still be rich. I don't know. It's the holiday season, but I'm still gonna burn Scott. That Robert Taylor asked him if his kid had to help Scott hang the piñata.
I don't know what's worse, the tired ass short joke or the fact that you would think that I have a fucking piñata in my goddamn house. Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? I'm not having kids swing anything around me. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like baseball though, right? Kinda.
Yeah,
Mookie,
and I'm
not
far away
baseball
from
fan,
them when they're doing that.
As somebody who's not a baseball fan, how'd you take the news of this contract?
I exclaimed, "What the fuck?" out loudly, and immediately was asked, "Why am I swearing in front of the children?" Because, like, what was
Especially
it?
the ones that you're not supposed to be within 1,000 yards of.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you know. I swear I got it written in that, like, if they're related by blood, I had like a dispensation or whatever. But, you know,
I
wasn't the
couldn't
finest
change
moment.
I couldn't change the camera because I was laughing too hard. I almost fell. That was well done, Scott. I apologize to the video audience that just had to watch Scott while Mookie was talking. To change the camera because that was so well done. That was so well done.
Here you go, Scott.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Fuck them kids, but no, don't tell Mookie that apparently.
Hey, man, I gave up drinking for them. I should be able to do. Never mind.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
I'm just. So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Like,
It breaks down to $3,001 per minute. That's how much.
I always love those minute by minute, second by second, by at bat breakdowns. God, they're so great. It makes you just feel like such a fucking piece. Like looking at the numbers and just thinking, wow, I'll never do anything in my whole entire life that earns that much money in that frame of time. And this man will do it for swinging a fucking piece of wood at a piece of rubber. Oh God! God bless America, man. God bless capitalism. God bless America. Like, woo! There's nothing that makes you shittier feeling about a human being. Like, I really struck out on the whole fucking evolutionary like genetic thing. Like, god damn. Like, you really don't have to rub it in. Like, I can't dribble with my left. I gotta see that there's this guy who can do both things in baseball at the fucking top of the sport and make $700 million for it.
It's so crazy. And Tyson asking the question in the comments, I don't know much about baseball, but isn't Ohtani worth it?
See, that's what I was
he
wondering.
is.
Does this set
Hold up.
a precedent
Hold
at
up.
all?
Maybe he's worth it. You have to understand Ohtani is currently recovering from his second Tommy John surgery. So we don't know if he's going to come back as the same pitcher that he was. He's an amazing hitter. Absolutely. Not a $700 million worth hitter. Like that's crazy.
Who
Tyson
cares
said
about
that
winning?
The Dodgers sell that much in Ohtani jerseys in the first year.
Right.
He is already
in the first
highest
48
selling
hours.
jersey. Yeah, like it
They
was
broke
crazy.
records.
Surpassed Messi. Messi going to Inter Miami did not sell as many jerseys.
I did not see
as
that
Ohtani.
coming. That him switching teams would mean that he would become the highest selling jersey across sports. Period. The fastest selling jersey across sports. That's insane to me.
Well, no,
like, I know because I think Ohtani is big. I'm uber baseball fan, and I even know that within the world of baseball, he's big. But I didn't think that he was that big because I know how big some of those other people are, and baseball just usually does not rate. So, like, that's another astonishing thing to add to the list of this whole fucking end result.
I mean, it makes sense though, because you had all those Japanese baseball fans going, "Oh shit, Ohtani's playing baseball again!" Like, it's great to see him in the league after his 5-year hiatus. Like, he's finally in a market where people will know that he exists.
Dude, that was so poorly executed.
Ah.
No, it wasn't too far. It's that like all of Japan has watched his every move, no matter what he's done for like. So like you just
but it's like he never mattered in LA. Like, honestly, like his career, like nothing mattered that he did there. It was great.
Hold up, pause.
But
Mookie just said Shohei Ohtani never mattered in LA. So now it's good that he signed with LA.
Yes,
and now he matters. Like,
yes, it is 100% true. That's exactly what it is. Everything he did prior, pointless, didn't matter. No one was paying attention. But now that he's in LA, in a big market, people are going to pay attention. They're going to tune in. They're going to be able to watch him. They're going to see him perform. Like,
to be fair, he was not in LA previously, so you're right. He was in Anaheim, so it's a good point.
Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Yes,
Rex
I was right.
Asking the question: how much is guaranteed if he were to get injured?
All of it.
Rex,
It's
baseball
Major League
contracts
Baseball.
are all guaranteed.
guaranteed.
He is making $700 million if he never plays another inning of baseball for the rest of his life. He could break a leg tomorrow and be in a wheelchair and never be able to play baseball again. And the Dodgers owe him every single penny of that $700 million. It is.
Although if that did happen, there's insurance and they would not pay like they.
Well,
but
they don't
still,
have to
yes,
pay.
they would be.
He gets
They would
the
be fun.
700.
I mean, I was gonna say he gets all of the money. I was gonna say the Dodgers would not be out $700 million in that instance, but they would still have to pay a sizable amount for him to never play for them.
So, like, I still don't get some of it though. That like, if you're willing to take such a haircut in the deferred money, why do you need $700 million? Like, why push the top end that far if you really clearly don't give a shit about the cash?
Well, like, because there's a couple reasons. One, I mean, it's a status thing. Like, I mean, like, to be able to say, like, people are talking about this amongst everything. Like Good Morning America. Good Morning America.
If he does, he's
No,
taking more than
it's
$2 million a year, man.
Dude, it's just it goes into the entire part of your legacy. Like, it's not anything that he necessarily cares about, but it's just one of those things that comes with like the territory. Like, it's part of the thing that builds the whole mystique. Like, he may not necessarily care about it at a fundamental level, but like his agent and everybody surrounding him, like the whole thing has to come together. So yeah, I mean, it's an important part of it. Like, and why did he push it to 70? I mean, there's reports out there that like, you know, they offered 650, but it would have been without like all these deferrals. And he's like, fine, if you push it to 700, then I'll do it. Like, so he definitely had a number in mind. And again, who's breaking
baseball's stupid?
Like,
it's
nobody's breaking this anytime soon either.
Matters.
Like, he's gonna have this record for a while.
Yeah, and it's because nobody is this type of talent, both pitching and hitting. Like, but we've never seen that. This is Babe Ruth at another level is what we're seeing in Shohei Ohtani. But Mookie, to your point,
and this is becoming like I mean, Shohei is essentially like made a move to make himself like Jordan. Jordan transcended the sport. Like, Shohei is trying to transcend the sport. Like, he's not going to say that out loud, but I mean, like, that's like, he's trying to be like, they don't want him to say, and he someday wants it to be the Shohei Ohtani, like, not the Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Like, that's the ultimate goal.
Read the comment.
And you want to talk about transcending the sport? Well, Matt Stanton's got it exactly right here. Just wait until he's in the new Godzilla movie.
Race
That'll be-
card.
Matt said it. It wasn't me, man.
I'm just pulling the card. Mookie, to your point though about why would he defer that money? You have to realize Shohei Ohtani was on a team with arguably the other greatest baseball player we've ever seen in the history of the sport, in Mike Trout. You had two players on that team that were hands down the greatest players that have ever played the game, and they didn't do shit. Shohei Ohtani, the next time he plays in the playoffs will be the first time. He's never made it to the playoffs. So he defers all of this money because in 10 years, he's going to be 39 years old. The window is only so small. So he's like, I'll take a cut now. I don't care about the money. I got sponsorships out the ass. I'll take the cut now so that you can spend money on other guys that give me a team that actually makes it to the playoffs and actually wins World Series, and then give me the cash. Like, get me my championships now. I'll take the cut so that I can get my championships, and then later on, I get my money. That's what this is all coming down to, because it's 10 years. He's going to be 39 years old and then start making $68 million a year. That's fucking insane, man. That is insane.
I can't wait until, in true baseball fashion, there's an argument in the locker room about who gets paid the most. And someone calls out Shohei for only making $2 million a year. And then he's like, oh, hell no. And then it's that like hold me back moment. Cause he's like, nah, motherfucker. Like, you can come at me like that. Nuh-uh, I'm the $700 million man. Damn it. Like,
I don't think that Shohei's got that in him. Like,
no,
Shohei's that kind of guy.
Shohei would like
Shohei about that noise.
Would, like send him a link to the deal, like the announcement of the deal. Like, wouldn't even say anything, just be like, just so you remember. Like,
I don't even think he would do that. I feel
broke
like
the
if somebody was trying to call him out, he would literally just walk away. Like Mookie, Joe Kelly gave up the number 17 for Shohei Ohtani. Like that, you don't do that if you're going to rag on a guy for only making $2 million. He's the best goddamn baseball player in the history of the sport. They're not going to rip on him for only making $2 million.
I mean, they won't now, but just wait till things go south in Doyerland, and then it'll get nasty fast.
Matt Barr saying Shohei is the nicest guy on the face of the earth.
Dude, no, I'm not working. Fuck that. I'm sitting my ass right here. Take a lap. Get out of here. You take a lap.
Oh shit, guys, hang on. Mookie, get the rap air horn ready, because
Got it.
Tyson said, if you want to get technical, Trevor Bauer does both pitching.
Yeah, I saw that. You're still late. Jesus Christ.
Scott, I think you froze too. That's awful.
Yep.
I
there it
did,
is.
of course.
Damn it.
Classic.
We still hear you, though.
Those boys just
I was gonna say, as long as you can still hear me, as long as I'm still out there in radio
we can
land.
hear you. We'll navigate around. We'll get camera shots around you here. All right, so that's the Shohei news. This domino falls. I still don't think it makes a difference. Like the Dodgers, they're gonna Dodger. Like I don't feel like I don't feel like this is gonna be the move that gets him over the hump. And helps them get a World Series that doesn't happen during a COVID year. Like I just
got him. Fucking got him.
It's worth going to Frozen Scott for the got him. All right, let's see. Tyson said, "Is he going to bring the home run hat to LA?" That's a great question, because I was wondering.
Samurai hat.
What's that, Scott?
Isn't it a helmet,
samurai
not a
one?
hat?
It is this. It's a samurai helmet.
Yeah, okay, but is that the one that they referring to? Like, is
Yes,
that?
I think that's what Tyson's saying, and Scott is now gone completely. Yes, that is what Tyson is saying. The samurai hat celebration that the Angels did with Shohei, does that come with him? That's the type of stuff we got to get to, Mookie. Is that celebration? Does that or do the Angels get super petty and keep that celebration without Shohei Ohtani on the roster?
Oh, 100%. They better. Like, if they don't, that's the biggest missed opportunity in all the world. I mean, Did they actually do it often enough to make it theirs last year?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I guess because they did it when he would hit dingers, and he hit plenty of dinger slingers.
And Mike Trout also.
Was he was allowed to wear the hat?
Yes.
Yeah, Gabe's right.
It's like the Reds Viking helmet thing, and
it does seem a little racist, but I believe we did a story on the show last year about how Shohei brought the helmet. Like it's like not authentic, but it's not just like some cheap piece of shit he bought at like the Hobby Lobby.
Right. Scott, we're talking here. I don't know if you heard, but we want to know if the Angels go super petty and just keep the samurai celebration for themselves. Even with
no, I must have got cut off with what I was saying, because I was saying it'd be hilarious if Shohei was like, "I'm fucking taking this with me now. Now that I'm not here, you do this shit. It's fucking racist. Fuck you. This has to be with me, or it's racist. So fuck you, your samurai helmet. This is mine now."
Tank said Shohei will be at Rolling Loud 2024.
So I don't get it.
Scott, I got to ask you about Ed's. I haven't the Red signed Bauer or Votto yet. Let me start with the Bauer thing. So I don't know if you saw that, but Trevor Bauer put out on Twitter that he would love to come back to Cincinnati, because of course he would, because he would love to come back to any team in the MLB.
For real.
Like, he doesn't care which team. It was he was like, I love my time in Cincinnati. I would love to. No. That's what I would say to that. No, I don't want Trevor Bauer on my team. I would be very, very upset if the Reds signed Trevor. I understand they need pitching help. Do not sign Trevor Bauer. Like, am I blind for doing that, Scott, for taking a stand of like, I refuse to support the Reds signing Trevor Bauer?
No, I mean, when has one of these contracts that somebody thinks they're getting a discount, or, well, if you're the Browns, I guess it wasn't a discount, but like, oh, I'm going to get one of these guys who shouldn't be available, but they've had something really dumb happen in their life and it has to do with the law. Let me go on ahead and sign them and it'll be all good. Like I said, I was immediately thinking, like, usually you get a discount, but the Browns were like, no, we don't want a discount. We'll pay you the most ever. We're fucking idiots. But I mean, usually these guys come with like a discount, right? Because, you know, the PR hit. But this one just isn't worth it because he was like a piece of shit personality. Like, I like Trevor Bauer. I don't have a problem with him, but I get like why he's like extra abrasive, extra asshole-ish. Like, you don't, with a young team like the Reds too, like, you just don't need to bring in a guy like that. If you were going to take a risk on a Trevor Bauer, it'd have to be some like real shit franchise that's just like, yeah, we'll pay you the absolute league minimum, and with the idea that they're probably just going to flip him or something. But like Colorado's like, all right, we could use some pitching. Like maybe Trevor Bauer said, I don't know, nobody can pitch here anyway. So, hey, Trevor, if you can come pitch here, then you can pitch anywhere, right?
I just don't want that guy around. I don't think they need.
I do think that he should get a second chance too. I'm just like, you're just like, I don't want to be with my team, right? Like,
right. Like, look, there's
like, let it come from the Pirates or something.
Yeah, exactly. Go to a team that I already hate, so that I can then hate that team more for a reason, right? Scott said PR hit when talking about Trevor Bauer.
I guess I did. I guess I turned a phrase.
Speaking of turning phrases, our boy Caesar checking in, pointing out that the crew are poverty Austin FC.
Caesar, we miss you, man. Tell moms we said hi.
That's right. Tell moms, give her our best. Although, see, here's the other thing. I don't feel bad because, like, man, I can.
Also, it's probably good that he's off with moms. We don't have to hear him gloating about the fucking Cowboys beat the Eagles like anybody gives a shit.
Yeah, let's not. But Sarah also checking in said
Sarah?
that she's drinking that, Mike. So if
Einstock Olgerd winter ale.
Yeah.
And then Mike stepped in, and then
Why'd
Mike
you get
stepped
rid of
into the box and knocked a home run out.
That was you
After
didn't even
Mookie
hesitate.
thought he was going to stumble all over
I
it.
hate the shit out of that beer name right there.
Yeah, you did.
Give me 700 million.
Oh, I was gonna give you the semi-racist hat, or no, I guess it's contextually racist, right? Is that
Did
is
you
that
give
more
Mr.
accurate?
Roberts beer that he was drinking because he finally
Hey,
got
Mike, I'm gonna give you 700 million, but we got to defer it until I'm 90 years old. Okay, so I'll give you 70 million, but I'm not paying you a goddamn cent until I'm 90. Right? All
This
right.
sounds like a great deal for me. I don't know.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, no interest on that. No interest on that.
Doesn't matter,
Hey,
you can still borrow
I
against it, man.
promised. In the meantime, I promised to build a better team around us. So that
All right, deal. That sounds great. I'm in for that. Robert checking in now that he's back home. He's drinking Noble Ale Works, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hangover. Great beer.
Wow.
Solid
That is
beer
awesome.
name. 10.5% porter, brewed chocolate, crystal, and Munich malt. There's the crystal.
I was gonna say, what's with the crystal again?
Everybody's doing crystal tonight. What is happening here?
I need to do some crystal.
Did we just stumble on something that our listeners on Wednesday get down with the crystal meth? Like,
They're
is
all
that what's happening here?
We got a bunch of Heisenbergs in the comment here.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays. He said also dark Belgian candy syrup would disappoint it so hard multiple times. I want to bring up something that Gabe pointed out. Gabe said, but Joe Mixon, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Equating Trevor Bauer. Here's, and I listen, I could be wrong on this, but this is my justification. What Joe Mixon did was abhorrent and it's terrible. And the difference being between the two that I see is Joe Mixon apologized for what he did and has tried to make amends and has tried to become a better person and has done things to, try to improve his image. Whereas Trevor Bauer just keeps doubling down and keeps attacking the alleged victims and more than just the most recent one where the case was dropped. He continues to double down and double down. So that's where in my mind I can kind of justify between the two and be like, listen, what Mixon did was shitty, but at least he said he was sorry. At least there's something there, right? I don't know. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is Ed's question about Joey Votto. Mookie, what are you laughing at?
Dude, I'm sorry. The comments are just fire right now. We got people going at each other. We got people chiming in and building off one another. Caesar did also post his drink saying, greeting for my weekly dinner with my mom, drinking 0 sugar 7-Up, not old enough to drink around her. Sarah then clapping back with apparently not old enough to have sugar either. To which Caesar just points out very clearly somewhere here. He says, I just told, he doesn't like sugar sodas. And then Gabe pointing out after Ed tried to call out that Lane Stevenson's back in the league. Wow. But he called him a Xavier killer, and Gabe correctly pointing out that, sorry, UC also lost to Xavier when Lance Stevenson was around. So there's that. Plenty of other stuff, too, we can get to later. But I couldn't. Ed Mayhall, Caesar, keep Jason Kelsey's name out your mouth. And Caesar clapping back with that balloon can eat a bag of dicks when it's Cowboys-Eagles week. So,
that balloon.
Apparently,
Trevor had consent. Allegedly. So,
my God. Wow. That's
yeah. Oh,
and now you're caught up.
Sarah's saying she's left out. She feels like she's got to get some crystal. Thinks she has some bath salts lying around somewhere.
Good Jesus.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sorry, Mike. You were saying about serious topics about domestic abuse.
The other question that got raised by Ed was the Reds signing Votto. Why haven't they done that yet? They did go out and get a free agent, but I feel like it's the longer this goes, the less that the less of a chance. Did you see, Scott, that Joey Votto cleared out his Instagram? This is now the sign that there's a move that things have moved on. No reference to the Reds.
No.
Every picture was deleted. It's gone. His Instagram is blank.
No.
It's done.
This is. I was gonna say this is when they break up with you and you finally change your status. Yeah, I delete that bitch picture out. I don't even fucking like her no more. I never loved that bitch anyway. So I'm just gonna delete all existence of her. For Joey, he's just I've never even played baseball. I don't even know what the fuck baseball is. Look at me when I played minor league ball, major league ball. Never heard of it.
Guys, he's got. I got to pull this up now. He has one picture on his Instagram. This was from 6 days ago. It's over.
Why is it such a bad breakup though? Like Joey's just old,
because he
man.
played here for 17 years, man. He should have
really
retired
that
red.
He should,
retired
but like,
red.
Can he really get that butthurt about them not re-signing him?
Well, I think he understands it's a business, but I also think he realizes he's given his entire career to the organization. It would have been nice if they gave him one last trip around, right? Like, and I don't know,
the
like
old farewell tour, like
I hate to say it, but that's
guys
not
in his
Joey.
shoes, like. But I mean, he's probably willing to
better.
take like the vet's minimum to do it too. Like I think that they should. Like I don't know. I mean,
it's the fucking
they've
Reds.
got a lot of they've really got a roster crunch, so it's tough to argue too because roster wise it doesn't work. But
very crowded in.
The Reds don't want to.
You got to
find
find a way.
Work. Why would they pay Joey Votto?
You pay him the $7. I thought for sure the plan was you give him a $7 million buyout. You sign him to a year contract for like $8 or $9 million to be an every other day player, DH, like just a mentor in the clubhouse. And I think that was the plan. And then it didn't work because Votto feels like Votto still bangs. He deserves decent money. He deserves to be an everyday player. And then
I want to tie this back because this is a point I made with my brother. What's to stop him from being like, all right, you want to play here, Joey? Fine, but you gotta show you want to play here, so you got to take less money and you got to defer that shit. You got to take one of these Shohei contracts. We'll pay you, I don't know, $3 million, but we're deferring all of that shit except for 500,000 of it. Except for the next 3 years, then we'll start paying you the rest of it. Like if I'm an owner now, like that's the new thing, right? Like you gotta throw that at everybody. Like, oh man, how you gonna walk into the locker room? You didn't take less. You could have deferred this shit. Like people out there trying to eat, man, and you're going in there selfishly making what your market value is. What does that make you look like? Take this Shohei deal and take your deferred fucking money with no interest. I guess we know how I'd operate if I was
exactly. Scott is like, thank God for deferred contracts. Scott's plan is to sign everybody to $0, but defer the shit out of it 20 years down the road, and then sell the team before he has to pay it out. That's what Scott would do.
We'll win 15 championships, and then I'll be like, all right, well, time to go. Those deals are about to come up. I'm out. Take the money.
Oh shit, that check's due. Okay, guess what? What are you gonna do?
Where are you gonna exactly? You didn't take my kids. You can't take these ships.
Tag saying OWG Scott on the financials. And then, okay, I love this. I love that what Caesar has sparked in the comments now, because Caesar said just sign him to an NIL deal with one of the chili places. And then Ed pointing out that Joey likes Skyline, and Rex Million saying, now batting Votto 6th with his Skyline chili bat. Try delicious Skyline chili.
That would be so great. I would go to the park to watch that shit. I tell you what.
I do want to just hear the announcer have to do ad reads on players walking up. Like, no more music. It's just the announcer doing an ad read.
But anyways, no, it would be music because it'd be the Skyline jingle.
That's true.
Right?
To come up with the Skyline song.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened before already.
So Votto deleted everything from his Instagram. There is one post now on his Instagram that he posted 6 days ago.
Ooh.
Guys, it's over, because if we look at this caption, it says, I don't have to match my gloves.
Wow. That's deep.
Listen, he could be referencing the fact that his Franklins are black and white, or it could be a nod to I don't have to wear red anymore.
But you know what the good news is? Ola Michaelis,
he's
dreaming of him, so like that's nice.
I was hoping that you were gonna show it, and it was gonna just be a picture of him from his childhood, where he was rocking out just all Blue Jays gear, like just a childhood photo of him in Blue Jays gear.
So that's the thing, Scott. This Shohei thing, where did the rumor come from that Shohei was potentially going to Toronto because there
From
were
Shohei himself, apparently.
well, there were baseball reporters that were like, guys, track this private jet. Shohei Ohtani
But
just left LA.
But that's the thing. Apparently, it came out of Shohei's camp. Like Shohei's fucking agents, like told the agent or told the reporters, like, "Oh, hey, he's going to Toronto. He's going to be on this private jet. You know, blah blah blah. Tweet this out." Setting the whole thing up so that they could get more money out of the Dodgers. Like the Dodgers freaked out and like didn't know. They were that secretive. They didn't know what was going on. So they're like, "Oh shit, fuck it. We'll give you 700."
That's my favorite part of it was this story comes out. People are tracking a private plane. They go bananas. Like Shohei's on his way to Toronto. He's on his way to, he's going to be a Blue Jay. He's going to be a Blue Jay. And then like the press shows up at the airport and it's the guy from fucking Shark Tank. It was like, it wasn't Shohei Ohtani. It was just a guy from Shark Tank that was like, what the fuck is, what's going on here? Hey, everybody. Yeah, it's me, the one guy from Shark Tank.
I heard even further details about it this morning where it was just like they were talking about how, you know, Yusei Kikuchi has, you know, this 50-person sushi dinner set up.
Say, who said what about Coochie? You can't just drop a Coochie in there and expect us to not like need a better explanation.
So anyway,
We're waiting.
I wanted to see how long we could cycle through.
Why are you showing up with his first comment of the night? Fuck's sakes.
Sinking in to how awkward and horrible that was for as long as we did was the highlight of the show that we've ever done. That was amazing. God damn. That was so good.
And Rex chiming in. For those listening to the podcast, there was an awkward silence. Capital A, capital S.
yeah, I know. You have to let them know so that they don't think that the feed just cut out or like it's like, oh shit, did it freeze? Like, why was it just quiet there for a whole 15 to 20 seconds?
We lost 12 viewers because I think they thought everything just froze.
Holy shit.
Which is excellent because there's more than 12 people or more than 4 people in the chat.
At least Matt recognizes that it was an A+++ pause.
Yes, thank you, Matt Barr. Man, I was like, I had to linger on Mookie for a. Give Sarah the rapper comment. The comment was for the audio audience. That would be what we would call a pregnant pause. Way to not abort that shit. Thank you, Ohio voters.
Oh shit!
Rex saying, "This awkward silence is brought to you by Skyline Chili, the only chili to eat when you are sitting in an awkward silence."
I did like the way that Tank put it earlier. Add pyro with the jingle to every Skyline Chili presents Joey Votto at bat.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
So Scott, you're saying about Coochie?
We missed Caesar.
No,
saying,
we're
I
done.
love charcuterie spreads.
We're done. The whole thing with it's over with. Like the moment has passed, the story is nullified. All because you were. Wait a minute, was this bro Coochie?
You really mookied the shit out of that one. Let's talk football.
How you can't say Coochie? I expect you to bite.
Did you come off mute during the?
I was just gonna say, how did he pull that off? He was talking through
that.
the transition.
I thought it automatically muted you on the.
I did
transition.
too.
There's a delay.
No, I think you're.
No, you were talking straight through it. That was weird.
I didn't press any buttons.
That's the first time I've ever heard that happen. Usually,
It has never happened. It automatically mutes everybody as soon as the.
Well, here, play it again and see what happens.
He's a bitch. See?
Well done. Well done. See, it's not working.
I don't know. That's crazy. Weird. We got to report this to StreamYard. I don't know what's happening with this software today. Guys, there's controversy over the weekend in this Chiefs-Bills game. I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently Toney is the worst wide receiver in Kansas City Chiefs history because he negated what would have been a very awesome play where Travis Kelce literally lateraled it across the field as Toney was streaking down the sideline. However, he had lined up in the neutral zone. It was called offensive offsides, and he was flagged, negated the play, and Chiefs end up losing the game. Patrick Mahomes was not too happy about it. He just screamed at the referees on the sidelines, and then later on in his press conference was talking about how it's a terrible time to throw the flag. You can't throw the flag in that spot. And then went on to say, like, this might have ruined Travis Kelce's Hall of Fame career, which is the dumbest I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah.
That he was like, that he brought up, like, he's a Hall of Fame player, man. And now, like, when we go back, this play just didn't exist, which, okay, sure. That's exactly how that's going to go.
As if that never happened to any other player in Hall of Fame history ever.
He's the first one ever to have a great play taken away from him because of a penalty. And now that highlight will not be shown at his Hall of Fame ceremony, even though they're still going to show the highlight. Like, they don't give a shit. They'll just rewrite history and be like, remember this crazy play? And then ignore the fact that there was a flag. But I wanted to ask you guys, is there a worse argument in sports than you can't call that penalty in that spot? Because I hate it. I hate so much that every time somebody says you can't throw that flag, you can't call that foul, you can't make that call. Like, no, if it's against the rules, you have to make that call regardless of the spot. And then the other thing too is, like, the flag is thrown before the craziness of the play happens. It wasn't like the flag was thrown halfway through the ref didn't know that was going to happen and negated the play. Toney lines up offsides. The flag's thrown. The play happens. Like, do you want him to pick up the flag at that point and say, never mind, I got to wave this one off because that was pretty fucking cool what just happened? No. Like, you have to throw.
That would be fun though if they're just like, that was pretty fucking cool. I'm just kidding. No penalty.
they just pick it up and wave it. There is no foul for offensive offsides because that was fucking cool, guys. Right? All right.
Like, y'all saw that shit too. I know you did.
Yeah. Rex Amelia pointing out Mahomes had a TO meltdown. That's my tight end, man. Like, it was such a bad look. It was such a bad look. Basically, what it did is, in a singular moment, justify all the shit people talked about Patty Mahomes his entire career. Every petty fucking bullshit thing people ever said about him, he now deserves because of his reaction in that moment. Like, I'm sorry. That game didn't really matter that much to the Chiefs. Like, yeah, every win in the NFL matters, but it's not like they're going to be out of the playoffs now or they got eliminated from playoff contention. Like, no, quit being a fucking pussy and go make a play.
It does kind of matter, Mookie, because Patty's never had to play a playoff game on the road. So
Tough fucking shit. You have 4 more weeks. Go win. Like, stop whining. Go fucking win. Like, there is still a chance for them to win that game afterwards. Not to mention the fact they probably should have been ahead by a lot more at that point. If Kadarius Toney and anyone else besides Travis Kelce could catch a fucking ball. Like,
good point.
All it is a little baby making excuses for his team playing like dog shit and him not being able to yell at Toney in the media.
I just want to go back to, you can't throw the flag in that. You can't make that call in that spot, because how many times has the game ended where we've been like, there was holding, like this guy got tackled. How do you not throw that flag there? Or there was pass interference. How do you not throw that pass interference flag on that play? If, let's say that play stood, right? And then the video comes out afterwards and everybody's like, Toney is 3 yards offsides. He's like in the defensive backfield. Like, it wasn't close. They're like, how do you not call this offside? You get bitched at either way. So throw the flag if it is meant to be thrown. Scott, you're awfully quiet during this, and it very much worries me. Whenever I'm talking and you're very quiet, I get super scared that you're about to be like, actually, you're fucking wrong, and here's why. And then I feel stupid. So I'm
because I'm like, I think the whole thing's hilarious. The NFL will fuck up these calls end zone to end up games, and then they'll be apologizing on Tuesday talking about a blown call. They'll get this right, but have people all like butthurt about it. Like, this is all the NFL has only themselves to blame, like because they put themselves in the bullshit ass position of, well, we only get our plays and our calls right about 75% on a great fucking day. So whenever things happen like this, it's like they've left themselves open to the fact that there have been blown calls in the past, or there have been, well, you called in this position and don't call in that position. I mean, it was a weird look for Mahomes to go nuts because, I mean, in the big scheme of things, like it didn't really eliminate him from anything. But I do think that Mookie might have been right.
What? Wait, whoa.
Are you insane?
I know.
What?
I know. Like,
the linesman couldn't see the fucking ball. He was so far offsides. What's there to be right about?
No. Well, no. I mean, I think it was right in the fact that you said that this was actually.
I was
this
right.
was Patty. Yeah, you were right. Like this was. This was Patty like pissed off at like how the season has gone in general, and like the fact that he doesn't have receivers. Like this wasn't him. He was mad because if you asked him like once he calmed down, like, was that the worst call you've ever seen? There's no fucking way that was the worst call he's ever seen. Like he was just frustrated at everything. And he can't blow up at his own guy because he doesn't want to be, that guy. He can't blow up, at any specific. So he just kind of blows up in the moment and at the like. I fucking get it. Like, but in general, it doesn't take away from anything. Like, it doesn't take away from how great he is. It doesn't take away from like. It's just one of those things. Like, sometimes you get screwed in fucking sports with the calls.
Dude, I gotta be honest. I have no issue with Mahomes blowing up like he did. Like
I don't either. I don't either.
None. Like I would feel great if my quarterback were that emotionally invested in the game that he's willing to lose his fucking mind on the sidelines over a call like that. That is great. No. Mookie, hear me out. Which one would you rather have? A quarterback that gets so upset he screams and yells and looks like a psycho on the sidelines for really the first time in his career, or a guy that just goes, fuck. Well, we'll get him next time.
Well, like, and that's the thing too. If he hadn't, well, and then if he had reacted, people would be like, "Well, see, he doesn't really care. He's got his money. He's got his rings. He's selfish. He's just about the State Farm money." Like, no matter what he does in that position, it's lose. But again, I mean, I do really think that it was just frustration at the big picture, and it just happened to come out in a game that's highlighted as this is a measuring stick in the NFL right now. Like it always comes down to those two teams in the AFC. So the perception is going to be
no. See, that's also bullshit, though, Scott. The Bills are not that good this year. Like they
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The perception is still there. It's still Mahomes against Allen. Like that's still a thing, regardless of their records. Like Mahomes doesn't want to lose that game any less because the Bills have struggled this year. I can promise you that. I can promise you he's not like, well, they're not that good this year, so it's not a big of a matchup. No, he always wants to beat the quarterbacks that anybody tries to say they are better than him for any other reason, and he should. Because he's the best quarterback in the league. So losing on what he thinks is a bullshit call, like, I'd be pissed too. Like, it makes total sense.
Quarterback in the league. Hold on. Quarterback in the league. Excuse me. Tommy DeVito would like a word, Scott.
He would
like several words with you. Okay?
The problem about this is
Mookie.
He's going to make me fucking forget about it.
Mookie, give me a Tommy DeVito impression of him. Give me Tommy DeVito telling Patrick Mahomes he ain't shit.
I would like a cold cut sandwich. I don't know, dude. Fuck Tommy DeVito. He's got a fucking chest tattoo that makes him look like a tool. He's no Jay Cutler.
You coward.
I know. I couldn't think of anything. You caught me on the spot, man. I was trying to think like, well, let's see here. Like cold cut.
Me, DeVito, the quarterback.
That's all you had to do.
Wow.
That's all you had to do.
That's all we were looking for.
All I needed you to do was just it's me, Tommy DeVito. That's all you had to do.
Race card.
But that's what we were trying to get you to do. Like, it was right there, and you fucking.
I know, and I froze. Like, what do you want from me, man?
It's what you've done every single time. We walked you right up to it, and you're like,
every time I tell you to do an accent, do the Mario voice.
I do the Mario voice.
Accent I tell you to do.
That's what it is. That's just the thing.
It.
Regardless of what the nationality is supposed to be, I'll go to that.
Yes, everything.
I can't let this go, though.
Hey, man, this leprechaun is doing something. Give me a leprechaun telling you, it's me, a leprechaun. Like, that's all you have to do.
They're my lucky charms. No,
you got to do it better than that. That was some bullshit right there, man.
That's
Jesus
not all
Christ.
I got, man.
Have some pride in yourself. Sorry, Scott.
This is the bullshit, though. No, I need to get this point in. I'm going to force it. I get having passion.
Whoa,
I get
Trevor Bauer. Whoa, Trevor Bauer. Whoa,
but
back up.
Not on a play that's
to force this point.
Egregiously
Allegedly.
But like
Tommy DeVito hands.
All it took was one little look at that iPad tablet thing on the sideline, and Patty.
That's Tommy DeVito getting sacked.
Yeah. Nailed it, man.
In the huddle, pumping him up. He's like, all right, boys, let's go.
So does that mean when he's scrambling around, it's the star power magic music? Like,
well, and then when he's scanning the field at quarterback, he's just looking left, right, select your player.
wow. Yeah.
Well, we found the picture. It's gonna be DeVito. It's either gonna be Mario with the Giants helmet on or Tony DeVito with the Mario hat on. Whatever we gotta do. But there's your picture for the show.
Let's see what AI can come up with for us this time. Came up with a really sweet jacked alien last week.
I was gonna say that alien cooking was good. He looked stoned too. I was like, this is fucking perfect. AI. Hey, that's why I don't understand why people are shitting on AI. I'm like, look at what the fuck AI did. Like, go on ahead and start the revolution. Start the revolution. Who cares?
Bring on these robot overlords. We don't give a shit. Dyson said the show is silly. That is so accurate, man. So accurate. Sorry, Mookie. You were trying to make a very important point about Patrick Mahomes or something. I don't know.
He's a fucking twat. Like, period. End of sentence. He's a twat. Like, you can't get that butt hurt about a call that is that egregiously. Like, your wide receivers are a dumb fucking idiot. Like, they said the linesman couldn't see the ball before the snap because he was lined up that far off sides. And again, if you aren't some jackass that puts ketchup on your steak to begin with, we don't come at you this hard. That's why your character is getting called into question, because we've been dealing with your shit for your whole career. And then now you finally give us a reason to hate you. So we're going to double down. Like, it's that fucking simple. God damn. Like, it'd be different if they called OPI on like a pick play. Like that I would get. That I would get you freaking out and throwing your helmet on the sideline. But you losing that game after, by the way, I believe that was third down. They had other chances to keep that drive alive, and he choked. He choked like a fucking twat and then cried about it.
A lot of twats being thrown around this.
I was just gonna say overuse of the word twat.
It's a great word, but
also throw a flag on that one.
To be very clear, he has not been fucking my bets because I'm smart enough to stay away from him. So it is not motivated by that. It's just ketchup on a steak. Like, really? God damn, dude.
It's still the worst phrase. I don't like the phrase of you can't throw the flag in that spot. You got to throw the flag in any spot that there's a penalty. Like, it has to.
Yeah, I was just going to say, a penalty is a penalty is a penalty. I don't care if it's the first 2 minutes of the game or the last 2 minutes of the game of the Super Bowl. If it's a penalty in the preseason, it's a fucking penalty at the end of the game in the Super Bowl. Period. I hate when they make up rules about when you're going to fucking call shit.
I would rather, like, that just shows you, like, people are like, no, it needs to be discretionary when penalties should be thrown, which is not how it should be at all. You don't want to leave it up to the discretion of the referee in any case when a penalty should or should not be called. It's a penalty, it should be called.
But also, I just want it to be right too. Like I want the penalty to be called or not called, and I want to make sure it's right, because if you get it wrong, it's just as egregious as not calling it, right? Like it's just, that's the frustrating part, is like, if the flag is going to be thrown, just want it to be correct. And I want it to be correct every time, period.
I agree. Gabe saying Chiefs
robot
American team
umpires
between Kelsey and Swift in this trash. Also, shout out to Gabe for using the double equal sign. He's doing some JavaScript.
Early show callback.
Guys, I want to talk about Xavien Howard because we did this story when it first happened.
Oh God, did he impregnate somebody again?
He did not. But if you recall, we did the story where Xavien Howard supposedly impregnated 4 women at the same time. Mookie thought it was the same night. Mookie was very convinced that there was like a line of people that got pregnant by Xavien Howard on the same night. Not that there could be women of various stages of pregnancy that Xavien Howard was the father.
Knowing what I know now about getting pregnant, I'm just impressed. That's all. We'll just leave it at that. I'm very impressed.
Well, Xavien Howard apparently is not claiming any of these kids. He is saying, I didn't do it.
Sounds accurate.
He went the shaggy defense of, it wasn't me. I didn't do this. You can't prove anything. However, one of the baby mamas has taken to social media to call out Xavien Howard.
Did you edit this photo?
She did. She posted this photo this way.
Oh God, yeah, I saw this trash.
You got to do better than that, woman. Like,
she posted this photo, blurring out the kid's face, kind of. He's wearing a onesie that says, Xavien Howard is my deadbeat dad. He tells people I'm not his child, but the DNA proved that was a lie. And then on the back of the onesie is a copy of the paternity test that shows with over 99.97% accuracy the possibility of being the parent is true. So what a weird way to get put on blast, guys, to have your kid in a onesie with your picture on it and your name calling you a deadbeat dad and the copy of the fucking paternity test on the back. This shit, Maury doesn't even produce comedy this gold. Like, this is amazing. This is the greatest thing. I'm absolutely loving it. And yes, Tank with the correct
seriously
child is not going to have any issues stemming from this. It's
not one at all. 0.
My God,
Scott, what did you make when you saw this floating around the internet this week?
It almost different, but almost the same level of like jaw dropping as the Ohtani thing. I'm like, did this bitch really do this? Like, is this really a thing? Is this child really on the internet wearing a shirt that says these things with a fucking paternity test on the back of them? Like, holy fuck. Like, I felt so bad for that kid. I am firmly, I'm a card-carrying member of Team Fuck Them Kids, but this is some low shit, man. Like, I wouldn't do that to my own kid. Like, no matter how mad I was at the significant other, like, you're just gonna put your kid out there with this shit on them, and that's okay, because I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to get paid.
Can you just imagine being the employees at that print shop when they got this order coming through? Like,
oh my!
Can you imagine
God.
the guy grabbing that off the machine to package it up in the bag, being like, "What the fuck? Yo, check this shit out!" Like,
where do you go? Where do you go?
Right?
To
like
get your paternity test superimposed onto a onesie. Where do you? Because it.
And you know she paid extra for that shit because that's front and back.
That's got to be an Etsy job right there. Like, no questions asked on Etsy. They're like, yeah, we'll sew anything. Fuck it. Like, they definitely question, like, what the fuck? But they're also like, the payment went through.
I'm sorry if I got to do it. Tyson saying Scott's kid has his shirt with the receipt for a Roblox payment on it.
Hold up.
It was Fortnite, but fuck off anyway.
Before we move on from this comment, why does the Grinch has a sex toy, a Grinch, like a hairy Grinch fleshlight? What is happening?
Okay, but how do you pronounce it? Is it Grussy or Grussy?
Mookie, take that one away.
The Grussy.
You like the Grinch is trying to get up in that Grussy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you go hit that Grussy. That's that.
But you sure it's not Grussy? Like, because I mean, like if you have the P there, that's how it goes. Is Grussy. That's what I usually lean on.
Grussy.
Like for pecan or pecan, like it's got to be, you call it butter pecan. So like that's the base, right? Like so it's not butter pecan,
right? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so Grussy? I think it's Grussy.
Grussy, yeah.
Like Grinch is like, I'm gonna go out and get some Grussy tonight. Like what? Max, hey Max, stay back and watch the crib. I'm going out to get some Grussy tonight.
Oh, all right.
Hey, all the Who's down in Whoville's. I gotta go find this Grussy.
Biscuit asked for it, Mike, so you got to hit him with it. Oops, just kidding. Do it like Lou Holtz.
What am I hitting with? What am I hitting?
Do it like Lou Holtz.
Do them both. Do both options.
It's the Groosey. It's a Groosey. It's Grassy or Groosey. Listen, it's whatever you want as long as you treat it right. That's all that matters. You just gotta get in there. You just gotta get in there. Do whatever you gotta do to it, Listen, some people, there was a philosopher one time that just said, you gotta lick it before you stick it. And that's what I live by as Lou Holtz, okay?
Oh my God. Oh, Grussy.
That's how you do a voice when people ask for it. That's what you do.
You 100%
step up and you fucking do it.
And Sarah pointing out, you have to make sure, again, it's about consent.
Oh, yeah.
Consent
is very, very important. And in the Lou Holtz household, we preach consent. We talk about the importance of consent nonstop. You got to have consent. Whenever you're going to lick it, when you're going to stick it, you got to have consent.
The Grussy.
Grussy. Grussy.
Also, I think Sarah had some other great words to live by, saying back to Xavien's story. Well, if you're not going to be responsible when you don't wrap your shit, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Well, and that's true. If you're not going to be responsible when you wrap your shit, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Okay. That's what I taught all of my players at the University of Notre Dame.
Fucking
Speaking of which, did you see who our quarterback is? He sucks.
Riley Leonard. Yeah, his mom
sucks.
says he sucks. I can't wait. Guys, let's I love that every show now is just requiring a Lou Holtz impression.
Oh God, it's so it's never not funny. Like I could listen to Lou Holtz say anything. Like
it's not just the list, but you have the persona right. Like
yeah, I mean,
that's half of it. Like
oh my God, dude, it's so
you
good.
You can't just do a lisp because then you're just making fun of somebody with a lisp. You gotta also get the cadence down of the speech, and you gotta kind of fall off a little bit when you're speaking. Guys, I want to talk about the Lakers before this show's over. So let's talk some basketball.
Boom shakalaka!
Turned around. He completely turned around.
oh my God!
I heard Lou Holtz talk about basketball. Oh,
I'm very passionate about basketball.
Oh my God!
The Lakers won the first ever in-season tournament.
Of course they did.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Look, it was actually kind of fun. I don't know how much of that
It was a good thing.
It was fun to watch. I liked seeing the Pacers like make some noise and be a team that their fans could actually be excited about. But like the Lakers win, and there's two things that came out of this that I felt like we had to discuss on the show. Number one, apparently they're raising a banner for the in-season tournament championships.
Yeah. You hate to see it.
Now in LeBron's legacy, he's going to have a bubble championship and an in-season tournament championship that people are gonna be like, this is why he's the greatest. He won one when they couldn't leave Disney World, and he won the first ever in-season tournament. That's amazing. But LeBron won me over, fellas, because I don't know if you saw this, but it was going around where when they were sharing the trophy around, LeBron pretended to sprinkle into the bowl and then light like he was lighting a giant bowl, and I was like, LeBron, way to go, my man. It is not Taco Tuesday, but now it is. Good job, man. Scott, how excited should Lakers fans be about their in-season tournament win?
Pretty excited, because outside of the fucking Mickey Mouse title they weren't during COVID like the Dodgers, they ain't got shit recently, motherfuckers. So yeah, they should be excited. That's the only banner you're gonna raise. Jerry would be rolling in his fucking grave right now over raising a banner from an in-season tournament. Get out of here.
Mookie, what do you think about raising the banner?
That's too far. That's too far.
Exactly.
You can't raise the banner, but again, Robert and Biscuit both pointing out here, Jordan never won an in-season tournament.
Yeah, and there it is. There it is.
Yeah. Neither did Kobe, though.
Neither did Kobe.
Kobe definitely didn't. And if he would have won one, he would have forced his way to it.
Yeah, he tried.
No, it's never a miss with the Kobe jokes. They're easy. They just slide right in, even if you say no.
They don't just slide right in. Sometimes they're forced in.
You're right.
A little rough. It's late.
I mean, if you go on the back door, it's fine. That's what Jack told me.
Jesus Christ. God, the back door is the devil's playground. We don't go back there.
The devil's playground. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
That's literally the only basketball news. Like I tried to look up some more basketball. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, it's Christmas.
Yeah, there really isn't anything.
Basketball
the season should just be starting a week and a half.
Well, it does start in a week and a half. Nothing that's happened so far.
Right, everything that's happened is.
Well, now hold on a minute.
Draymond Green getting
Draymond might matter.
Yeah,
Draymond. He gonna be out a minute. Like, over under 10.5 games. What do you think?
I'll take under on 10.5. I'll go under 10.5.
He's backed by. I think he's backed by Martin Luther King Day. How about that?
That's like way over 10 though.
How many games do how many games do they have between now and Christmas Day? That's how many games.
Let me see real quick for you.
Because I guarantee you he's back for Christmas Day.
And Sarah, we did highlight that Xavier once again owns Cincinnati, but it's worth saying one more time. Might as well, right? Let's see here. He plays on that team from Golden State. Where the fuck is this schedule?
Well, you look that up, Mookie. Biscuit said Zion is still fat and apparently is eating his way through New Orleans. That's a weird beef that happened this week where Stephen A. Smith was just like, Zion's fat. He went to the foul line and saw a belly on a day when Zion scored 37 points. It's crazy that Zion is balling out and people are still fat shaming him. Let the man live. Who cares if he's
dude? You live in New Orleans and don't get fat. I dare you. Yeah.
Let the man do his thing. He went through a lot of shit with a crazy ex who got his name tattooed on her face. Maybe he wants to have a snack every once in a while. Let the man do it. I have no problem with Zion being a little heavy. Cook. Let him cook. It'd be different. It would be different if it was affecting his play. If he was not able to run as fast or he's not. It's not affecting anything. The dude's still balling out. He's doing fine. So fuck it. He's let him.
That booty helps when you're down in the post. Little extra weight.
Do you have how many games the Warriors?
6. They play their 7th on Christmas Day.
So taking the under, he will be suspended for 6 games. He'll be back on Christmas Day.
All right.
There's absolutely no way the league and TNT or TBS
It's so
or whoever
true,
has that
though. It's so
game
predictable.
wants Draymond Green out on Christmas Day. They want that to be the
Ooh.
return. He'll be back, and it's
And
fine.
you know who they play on Christmas Day too? In Denver.
Yeah.
that'll
Then
be-
there's 100% sure chance he's
That'll be a
coming
good
back.
one.
It does seem like there's been an awful lot of like ejections and technical fouls this year. Like that, it's kind of crazy. Joker just got ejected. Like there's just some weird shit going on in the NBA this year. If you're paying attention, which I'm not because the season doesn't start until Christmas.
I'm just gonna
Once the
say.
season starts, I'm going to be paying attention to this, and that's just something to look forward to, guys. Just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the ejections that have been going on. Just saying, throwing that out there. It's a little weird. All right, fellas, let's for the first time this year, first time this season, let's talk a little hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Scott, Rob Ray, how about that shit?
I know. Fucking wild, right? Woo! Rob, settle down, bro.
Tell me about your reaction to the Rob Ray incident, Scott.
I mean, sometimes things just happen in hockey, and you just got to go with the flow, man. I mean, Rob made a poor choice, and now he's got to live with it.
Are you
He
at
did.
all surprised that he didn't miss any shifts though?
What shifts? This isn't fucking 7-Eleven. Playing hockey, baby.
Cool.
What positions did what did Rob put himself in? Like, what exactly did he do wrong in this scenario here, Scott?
Again, I don't want to get into detail. Like, that's that man's business. Is that, sometimes in life you make bad choices. Got to live with the outcomes.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what was the bad choice that Rob had made during
Look,
that game?
I'm not here to talk about people's business like that. Y'all got the internet. You can go Google it if you want to. But he made bad choices, and now, he's got to live with them.
So what you're saying is, if it was you, there isn't anything you would have done differently.
I mean, maybe a little of this, a little of that, but hey, once you make a decision, that's the path you got to travel down, bro.
Rob Ray did make a decision. He made a
He did.
decision to do his job because Rob Ray is a reporter for the
Consummate
Buffalo Sabres.
professional.
And during the game, Rob took a puck to the face. And then
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have done that.
broadcasting.
He made the wrong decision, like I fucking said. Like, I wasn't going to be the one. I wasn't going to be the one that called him out for it, but since you're putting that man's business, yes, he took a fucking puck to the face, and he should have never done that. You got to move out of the way, Rob. Dummy.
On a swivel.
Rob's mistake was that he zigged when he should have zagged, and then bang!
I mean, look at that. His reaction time must not be very good. Hit him square in the fucking face. He didn't even get left or right.
If you're an audio-only listener, he got hit right in between the eyes. My man got split. He got a fucking dome shot. Somebody on Xbox Live went over and teabagged him afterwards with that headshot that he just got. And he literally got stitched up and kept reporting throughout the game. This is amazing, Scott.
Do
This is
you
amazing.
think, Mike? Do you think we could show the YouTube short on here, or is that an issue?
I'd be hesitant to do so.
Feels like a gray area. You're still giving credit to the NHL.
I don't feel comfortable about that. We've
Ah,
got some more research to do on fair use law, Mookie.
What are you talking about? This isn't Europe. Jesus. I'll just post it in the comments because dude got smacked right in the face. Like, oh man. And the best part is the reaction was instantaneous from everyone on the ice. Like, players stopped. Like, the refs hadn't even blown the whistle dead, but players stopped and they're like, oh.
Yeah, it's not good, man. That's really rough. But the dude kept going. Scott, if you took a puck to the face, would you keep doing your job? Actually, let me ask it this way, because I know the answer is no. You would.
Whoa. Hold on. Back up. How do you know the answer is no? Like, I can't soldier on? Get fucked.
Scott, no, it's not that. It's that you would find any excuse to not do your job. You'd be like, oh, fuck, there's a puck in the room. I got to go. I got to go home. There's a problem.
I can't work in these conditions.
This is a problem.
I mean, while that may or may not be true, if I took a puck to the face, I guess we'll never know. Like, because I would move. Like, this motherfucker, his fucking
Mike.
shit ass reflexes is why he got hit. I got Spider-Man like reflexes. I had to fucking miss that shit. Then he'd be like, oh, did you see that motherfucker? He dodged that shit and then kept reporting. Not, oh, he got hit in the head and kept reporting. Like, that's a sucker move.
Dude, Mike, we missed an opportunity here because if we would have planned this would have been the perfect time for Scott's kids to bust in the room and chuck a puck at his face and see what happened.
Oh, shit.
Kaiser
What
West.
is the job? What is the job that you would have where you would continue to do the job even if you got hit in the face with a puck? That's the better question. What's the level? Like, this is the job. If this was my job, even if I got hit in the face with a puck, I would continue to do my job. I'll go first. Porn star. Scott, you go second.
I was just gonna say, I was trying to think. I'm like, what type of job? And you took it. I'm like,
I'll go first. Porn star. I mean,
I guess president of the United States. I'd soldier on, but I mean, like, I'd probably be like, I'm retiring early, just so you know. Like, nobody blow up the world while I'm going to bed. I got hit in the face with a fucking puck. But yeah, porn star is the correct answer. Like, that's fucking hot.
I don't know if I could keep an erection after getting hit in the face with the puck.
But I'd try
the game just on principle. They'd be like, Mike, it's enough. You're good.
Wasn't that what they had
that's one of those you never know when you're gonna get back in the game type things. Like, that could be your last time. Your first time could be your last. So it's like, well, I guess I'm just gonna soldier on. Like, I know I got hit in the face.
I'm not getting sent down to the minors again. No
exactly. Like, I just got into the good lighting game. Fuck this shit. Keep rolling. Edit it out in post.
They got actual cameras here. I'm not on some dude's phone. Yeah, I'm not stopping.
Take pointing out Mike on this set of Slapcock telling Riley Reed he needs to take 5 to walk it off. But he'll be back. He'll be back. Don't you go nowhere. You keep the motor running.
Are you okay? Yes!
Gabe with the sip, chug, drain, pour to wrap up this show. Sip, chug, drain, pour. Puck to the face. Baseball to the face. Soccer ball to the nuts.
Oh my
this
God.
One is
None of the above?
That's respect the game.
Okay, I
know, but damn.
This isn't that bad. This is easy to me.
What?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's set some parameters. Who is
Who is
slapping the puck, and who is throwing the baseball, and who is kicking the soccer ball?
That's what I'm saying. All of these are coming in at the highest velocity like a human can do.
So we're talking like major league level of all sports.
No, we're just cutting it out. The highest that has ever been achieved by a human being. Go.
Sip soccer ball to the nuts. Happened many a time, will happen more. It's not fun, but it's not as bad as a puck to the face or a baseball to the face. That being said, baseball to the face is for sure the poor drain. Like, that is the life ender. Puck to the face, you end up like Rob Riley or whatever over there. It don't feel great, but you'll live. So sip soccer ball to the nuts, chug puck to the face, and poor drain baseball to the face. Easy money.
Biscuit saying chug all of them because they usually have to pay extra for that stuff. Guys, this is round because hell might have frozen over. This is the second time in the episode that Mookie was right, because that is exactly how I was.
Dude, I'm on a roll.
I'd take the soccer ball to the nuts. It's going to be terrible, but I'm going to get over it. I will not, the baseball to the face, hard pass. I saw what Randy Johnson did to that bird. I don't need that to happen to my eye socket. Puck to the face is going to suck, but it's not coming in at the speeds that a baseball is, and it doesn't have the same surface area because it's skinnier. It's not that big. I'll chug that one. Scott, what do you got?
Yeah, Mookie's right. I mean,
Go!
this ended up being pretty boring.
It was really boring because Mookie was right. That's the
Pretty
worst.
easy. It's a pretty easy call. Like when you really think about it.
Scott, any more hockey news that you've got for us for this year? We haven't even gotten your prediction yet for the Stanley Cup.
Avs all the way. We're back, baby.
Are they though?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you
Just
feel that way,
look
Scott.
Well, that's all that matters, motherfucker. Didn't I call a championship 2 years ago? Get wrecked.
You did. And actually, Scott, do you know what place the Avs are in right now in the Western Conference?
First, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
I know hockey, bitch.
I want to update our intro, and I feel like that line right there needs to be in the intro. Like that's got to be one. The final cut. Shit. All right, fellas, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. Rate them on the scale. Would you bang your beers? Scott, what was in your mug, and would you bang it?
I was representing Texas without Cesar here tonight, drinking Shiner Holiday Cheer. It basically is just a peach ale, even though they said there are pecans in it.
Pecans.
It's amazing. Like it's not very like holiday. Like there's nothing distinctively holiday, but the peach flavor is so good and it's smooth drinking. Like I could drink this shit in the middle of summertime. It's so good. So yeah, I'm banging this beer for sure.
Mookie, what were you drinking? Would you bang your beer?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like puck in the face bang with this stuff. Budweiser Zero, always reliable, always consistent, and it's worth fighting through some pain.
What happened to your audio there at the end?
Stuff. I don't know.
All right, good deal. I was drinking Mad Tree Thunder Snow. It's a Scottish ale. It's the third time I've had this on the show.
That's a Scottish ale?
It is, and it's good.
Huh.
It's got just the right amount of ABV that when you mix it with an edible, it feels great. You're wonderful, wonderful place to be. Absolutely banging this beer. This was a show, fellas. I miss Caesar tonight, though. This Wednesday is weird. This Wednesday stuff is weird, and I also don't like
Literally right as you're saying it. Matt Barr chimes in with, quote, fellas, this was a show, end quote. Mike right about now. Yep. You got to give it to him.
That was fucking great.
A+, Matt. Wow, that was fantastic. All right, I got to work on my sign-offs, apparently. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for knowing the show so well that you know what I'm going to say before I even say it. It's so fantastic. Be sure to join the Facebook group. All the people you see commenting throughout the night are in that group. It's a fun group. Check that out. Follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at Craft Sports. We're on TikTok too. You can find us there. Be sure to sub to the YouTube page. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell so that you know when we go live on weeks like this when we're off by a day. You hit that bell, you'll get notified every time we go live. Go do that. Make sure you tell a friend. Look, we're terrible with social media. All right, we're terrible with getting throttled by YouTube. All we need is you guys to help us out and share out the show and tell your friends to check us out, and we'll continue to grow. It'll be awesome. So go help us out with that. Shout out Belly Up Sports, BellyUpSports.com. Tons of great content over at Belly Up Sports and all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. Go sub, rate, and review to all of those podcasts. We will see you all next week on our regular game time, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Cheers, everybody.
I don't want to disappoint you, so I'm just going to take my black ass back to Africa.
Shout out Shohei.
Feel like poop right now.